When the pandemic started, it stopped many of us in our tracks, or at least slowed us way down. We were in limbo. We had questions. We didn't have the certainty or the structure that we had relied on in our lives when the pandemic came. It presented completely new challenges and roadblocks for us to get through. And local business owners like Cadence Kidwell, the Fuzzy Goat Yarn Shop, had to quickly pivot and adapt to survive, while also holding on to those unique qualities that make them such a critical part of their local communities. So the pandemic hits. You have no idea what's going to happen. How do you react?
By just taking more risks. I mean, it was risky enough, to start a business, and then the pandemic comes.
We closed our doors. It was terrifying. Learning how to do digital advertising.
Doing things like going on to Facebook Live, which was
Completely outside of my comfort zone.
And then we do this whole thing with subscription boxes now. People buy it for themselves and a friend, and they do it together.
That's completely redefined what community was, that our community was not just the people coming in the door.
The pandemic has actually made it more encouraging for me to just, if it's all going to go down, I might as well be exactly who I am.
Yeah. Yes. If it all's going to go down, we might as well go out being the most ourselves we can be. Amen. Well, so tell me, how'd you make this happen? I mean, how did you lean into your sense of self at this time?
By really supporting the causes that I care about and just being an ally. My daughter is gay.
And she would work with me in the store, and I felt very protective of her because I wasn't sure how that was going to be responded to. But what mattered was that I loved her. And so we just demonstrated that and talked about it in our social media. And, people come out of the woodwork going, I really am more liberal than you thought I was.
This struck me when I was reading about what you do, knitting, obviously binding things together. The original definition of religion comes from the Latin word re and legare. Legare means to bind together, and re means again, to bind together again. So go meta with me a second. Is knitting a religious experience?
Oh, absolutely. You're taking something that some other amazing artist made and dyed, this exquisite yarn, and then you're taking somebody else's pattern, and then you're putting your own spin into it too, and you're continually creating and connecting.
I'm going to say it again. I think you're living and acting out an example of restore, renew, share. That's a three-pronged, scalable idea that we could all put in our pocket and take it outside of Thomasville.
Well, you've given me an idea that's something you said many years ago about how we should sweat every day.
Break a sweat.
It's actually something that I try to do every day, and I say, Matthew McConaughey says you should sweat every day. So.
Cadence, I'm looking forward to getting to Thomasville, Georgia. And when I do, I'll come visit you with the Fuzzy Goat.
All right, well, we're going to hold you to it because we can't wait to share some yarn with you, Matthew.
Share some yarn.